other day I did a stream on what not to get yourself into. Well, this is what you shouldn't get yourself into. So let me start by saying this. I screwed up a little bit because I took on a job I shouldn't have. This is part of being a mobile mechanic. Let me show you something. Somebody did all this work, not me. Did the AC compressor, all this work. I spoke to the customer, and this is the problem. So people always said they have limited money, right? Well, guess what? This has now become a problem. So I'm on this job now. I got a major issue. Batteries unhooked, battery hooked. So all that happened was this. I was trying to diagnose this compressor. So I was using my probe. I was feeding this power. Compressor clutch would kick on. Somebody else, like I said, installed the condenser, compressor, all this. Thermal expansion valve, allegedly, all this stuff. I don't know exactly what I did. I should have stayed away from this job. Instead, on the Honda Fit, I got myself in a lot of trouble. Now look where I'm at. This is the worst part. People don't understand what mechanics have to worry about. And that's what sucks the most. Is that not only could I barely locate what I need, but it is terrible, terrible situation here. So let me show you what I had to do because I got wrapped up in this, and because I'm too hard-headed to stop, and it happens to a lot of mechanics, I get it. We're too hard-headed to stop when we're ahead, okay? Let me flip this around so you can see. That is where I'm at now. Do you see this? And do you see that? That is the entire box that I have to now search for this box. I mean, I'm talking about days trying to find this box. Days. Hours of my time. And I'm holed up on a job. I can't go anywhere. All these little plugs must come out, and I got to put them all back. I had to check all these fuses, make sure they were all in there. See, the problem was this. Do you see this here? All this whole entire computer had to come out of this car. This is a mess. I got to plug all this stuff back in. I got a new box on the way from... Luckily, I could locate one on the salvage yard. Thank God. The problem is, I don't even know if this is going to fix the issue. I did not work on this vehicle originally, so I took on a job I shouldn't have, and this is why I'm paying the price. That's why I wanted to do this video. So if you're out there and you're a mobile mechanic, let me tell you something. Don't go behind other people's work. I knew I shouldn't have did this. It was something I made a mistake on, I should never have done this. Let me show you, though. Right here, that's a mess. And all I was doing was making sure these fuses in the box. These fuses were so jammed in here. Now, this may fix everything. So this is the thing. I've got to worry for days now. This may fix it. It may not fix it. I don't know. But I could barely find this part. You know what I'm saying? It was that difficult. What's up, Radio Demon? Blanca? How you guys doing? Yes, let me show you. So now I'm like 8 hours into this job. This is totally out of the vehicle. I was able to manually. And you know what? You know what started all this? All I did was I was trying to fix the AC clutch and charge it. That was it. All I was supposed to do. Instead, I tried to get too fancy, and this is what I did. I literally took my hand down here, and I was pressing on the fuses and the relays like this, and the car shuts off. The car shuts off on me. The whole car shuts off. So now the car is stuck in my driveway. Will not start. What's up, Roll Night? It will not start, and I am screwed, basically, because, I knew going into this, I was quitting. I was actually quitting, but I rarely ever quit. That's the problem. I was quitting this job. I was done. I was getting it out of here. And now the car broke down in my driveway. Look at this car. It broke down in my driveway. I can't go anywhere. Can't even park because I tried to get fancy. This is what happens. So if you're a mobile mechanic and this is your situation, leave it alone. Get the hell away from these jobs. Don't do it. I know it's my fault, Philip. I know. Definitely is. But I didn't do the work before, so I don't know whose fault it is. But I know one thing. I do. Look, I will admit this. I'm so OCD sometimes I cannot stop doing things. So now, I've got this whole thing poured out of here. And believe me, this is not an easy task getting this out. I got to put it all back in. You can see all these cool plugs. That looks really neat, really neat. Yeah, I got to put all that back in. This should be here hopefully tomorrow. I can put it back in. I'm going to do it live. And the whole car may work fine. You know, this is a Honda Fit. And they only made these like 3 years. So it's almost impossible to find this part or this box. But I was able to locate it in Illinois, believe it or not. And they got it up here coming on the way. So hopefully, now, let me tell you something. So when I talk to my customers, I'm very, very, you know, detailed about things. And I had to call them several times. I'm like, so when I first got the vehicle, when I would hit the AC, the lights would come on, you know, everything worked. The other day it wasn't. So I traced with my probe back out here all the way down. Back to here was the issue. So maybe this fixes everything, you know, great. But the problem is, I'm not getting paid for all this time I wasted. I'm not. I could have been doing 500 other jobs. Instead, I'm stuck here fooling with this thing. And look at this. I mean, come on. This is pretty cute, though. I do like that. But real nice young lady. So I'm going to try to help her out the best I can. But this is on me, you know, at this point. You know, in cabin airfoot, they got all this stuff out. I mean, who? Come on, Honda. You got to get this together. Tell me, let me show you something. Whoever thought this was a good idea to make this, y'all see this? Can you tell me what any of that means compared to what this fuse box down here means? Let me just show you. I haven't got it out the cart. I still can't match it up to that. So I basically had to get 55 million different diagrams. And you can see this does not match up at all. It does not to this. I mean, come on. Like, you tell me what goes where. Please do. Because, I mean, I don't know. None of it makes any sense. It really doesn't. They just stuck this thing on the side of here. So anyway, I got my own diagram. By the way, all these were good. I got so mad the other day. I just kind of broke some of these up. I don't even care because I'm getting another one. Oh yeah, show you a secret tip. If you ever have to test a relay, now don't do it with the car running, but you want to check a relay to see if it works? Let me show you a quick little trick. Make a relay click. The magnet. You hear it? It's the magnet on the end of my flashlight. Super secret. Don't tell anybody. Hit this like button if this is a secret you never know. See a magnet? This would magnetize energy in here. Watch this. That relay is good? That's good. 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 They're all good. All I did was stick my finger up in here and press this a couple times the other day. This is the fuel pump relay. And the whole car shut down on me. The whole car shuts down. I can't get it to restart. So now, not only do I have to worry that something else serious could be wrong with the computer or something, and the problem is, I'm going to be at fault for it because the customer doesn't know any better. So this has to work. When I get it, it's got to work. I got a good feeling about that. But still, that was a lot of extra work I had to do for nothing. You know, that's just so crazy. I should have let that go. Oh, this is stressful. But if you ever pull one of these out, it's quite a bit of plugs and wires. It's quite fun. I'm going to do actually a lap view when I put this back in. And I may have to reprogram that. I'm not sure to the vehicle. I don't know. We'll see, but maybe so. That's the wire I need. Tells me for that. This is what I'm going to use to rewire my motorcycle fuel pump back. I'm doing that later on this evening. It should work good. I was looking for that the other day. But yeah, I got the motorcycle up and running, basically. I figured that out. That's a different video on here. But yeah, so I just preached the other day on the live stream. Not to get yourself set up in certain situations like this. And then I do it. Like, what am I thinking? That's crazy. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I preach it to do it, you know. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. I still don't know. But regardless, don't do this kind of stuff. Stay away from jobs like this. This is the last job. I mean, I keep saying it too, but I keep doing it. Because once you do this, as long as I have, like 20 years now, believe it or not, 20 years is a long time. But I am not the person who's going to quit on a job. See this? I didn't do any of this. I didn't put this condenser in. I didn't do any of this stuff. Somebody else did it. And now I'm stuck with the hard part, right? I'm stuck with the difficult part here. Look at this little lawnmower battery. It's crazy. There's a little lawnmower battery right here. What the heck? Anyways, I checked everything on this car right here. I even pulled this forward. Right here is your relays for underneath here. This is for your AC for the fans and all that. Right in this box here in this Honda Fit, in case you were wondering. This is a 2012 to 2015 model. That's the fan relay right up underneath the headlight right down here. You can get it to them. I just pulled it out the bracket and pulled it forward. Test with my probe. So what I did was I fed power here to here. Clutch will come on. When here, so somewhere the brake is along here. There are ground wires up underneath this bumper. I'll be checking them when I put everything back in. But all this motor is tucked up in this car. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Honda give me a real mess. They really are. The bottom line is I'm going to get it done. Confident in my ability to do that. It's just frustrating. Whatever in the world I thought this was okay to do. I don't know. Should have quit while I was here, you know. And literally I did. I didn't do anything. I mean, look, my customer more than likely isn't watching this. I don't care if they are. I stuck my finger up there and pushed on that relay because I noticed when I did it one time I tried to shut off. Second time I did shut off. So, and when I took it off, I smelt it just burn up. So maybe that fixes everything because that does control the clutch. That controls all the stuff with the vehicle. So I may have fixed the whole problem, but you know what? 10 hours worth of work. I'm not going to get my money's worth out of this, whether the AC works or not. I just want this car out of my driveway so I can park. That's the problem. But, you know, it sucks. And on top of that, now I got to go find my Amazon package. They dropped off on the wrong porch for relays that I ordered. So we're going to go do that right now. And I'd love to hear any in the comments. If you saw my video the other day, I'd love to hear in the comments about why you should stay away from jobs that other mechanics work on before you get them. Because the problem is, you don't really know you're doing anything or what they did. Well, I know he messed it up, but I talked to the guy. Seems like a good dude, so I'll fix it. I'll figure it out. But this is what people don't understand. I now have to worry about this whole thing, and it's been bothering me. I'm supposed to be out of town, back up doing my second job in Maryland or Atlantic City. If y'all know what that is. That's where I'm supposed to be at. Instead, I'm over here playing with the stupid car. But I'll get it right. You know, that's one thing I don't play around with. I make sure my stuff's done right. If you lose audio, let me know.